Hey guys, Logos here. Uh, I just recently saw that I got to 400 days logged in right here, and I decided this would be a good point to show everybody uh, everything that I have in my armory and in my commands and stuff. So, day 400 logged in. I'm gonna start off with my armory first. So my schematics. I'll start with the guns. I have my boombo, whatever, at about epic rolls or so. And keep in mind, I've been playing for a long time, longer than 400 days. It's just that I don't log in every single day. So I decided to. I have legacies, okay? So I have Legacy Dragon's Might. I have a Jack's Revenge at God Roll. I have a 3 perk Krypton pistol. I have a God Roll Mercury LMG, my favorite weapon of all time. Although Boombo does counterfeit, like challenges the Mercury LMG right now. I got a Legacy Ranger with water. I got the bear. I got a God Roll typewriter. And then I've got all of these epics down here at Legacy. I'm gonna sort of quickly scroll through them, or whatever. You guys can pause the video at any time if you want to see the perks or whatever I have on certain things. And I got a Legacy Jackal, got a 1 perch Breacher with water, a Fire Slug Gun Legacy. I have these two, but I refuse to level them up. I have a Legacy Bald Eagle, a couple other Legacies. I just don't have every single thing leveled up yet. Almost have them all leveled up. And then here we go with my non-favorite items. I have an Epic Roll Candy Corn, Blue Roll Crankshock, Blue Roll Plasmatron, Almost God Roll Rat King, got an Epic Roll Jabberwocky, got a Blue Roll Snowball Launcher at 106, got the Tiger at mainly blue rolls. Then I got Coco. These are all my like copper weapons: Coco, Ginger Blaster, Last Word, Stalwart Squire, Bundle Bus, or yeah, Bundle Bus, Frostbite, Dragoon, Dragonfly, Dragon Fire, Double Boiler, Cannonade, Frostbite, Ghost Pistol, Long Arm Enforcer, Nightclaw, Pain Train, Pop Shot, Rat-a-tat, Santa's Little Helper. I got 2 Spyglasses, Steam Piston, Sunsetter, Terminator, Yeoman, and then I got most of these weapons are just weapons I'm keeping for transforms. So I'll just go under the event ones. I got Plasmatron, I got Hemlock, I got Helium Shotgun, I got Duelist, I got Bon Voyage, I got Blastertron, Hemlock, Old Betsy. Let's see, I got Scavenger, Double Barrel Shotgun, I got Scavenger Sniper Rifle, I got Steam Piston, I have Vindertech Pulse Rifle, Two Step, and Swan. Now, my melees, I don't use many melees, so I mainly just have the legacies leveled up. So I got Dissector with Fire Legacy, Husk Stomper Legacy, Slice and Dice Legacy with Nature. I have an almost God Roll Spectral Blade, but I doubt that I'm going to get it God Rolled. I don't know. I mainly just wanted the attack speed perks on it. For memes, I got Legacy Dragonfire, which I don't know why, but there's no element, but it still shows fire on the sword. So it's either broken or whatever. It's probably because, like, they're supposed to have fire or something. Okay. So I got Krypton Sword Legacy, and then these are more legacies. Reaper Scythe, Stabsworth the Third, and then I got 6 Feet Under. It's not legacy. I don't think you can actually have it legacy, but I have it just because this It's a melee I like, or whatever. It's different, and it's like one of the only melees I didn't buy. I'm glad I got it from the uh, new birthday llamas. Same thing as the Tree of Light. I like it, but I didn't get it from the regular event. I have a Legacy Dragon Spear. I have Guardian's Will and Sir Lancelot at blue rolls mainly. I have the Baron at almost God roll. I'm not gonna actually God roll it because I just wanted the movement speed. First of all, for memes. Second of all, it's actually helpful. You move around the map really fast. And then once again, I have some legendaries and epics for transforms. Doesn't have to be weapons, but I got Axel, Steam Thrasher, another Spectral Blade in case I want to do something else, like maybe make this one Obsidian, or if they ever put it to where you can get it in the collection book. And then I have two more Sir Lancelots. So if you guys want, I could get one of every element or something. Because I think I can, yeah, I could get one of every main core element. Whatever. Tell me in the comments if you guys want that. I got a Sawtooth. That's a regular weapon. I got the Lead Sled. I have Vindertech Slicer, Walloper. I could have had this at Legacy. I'm pretty sure it could have been. I don't know. I could have sworn at one point I changed the thing. Let's see. I have the Atomic Light Expander. I have a Drifter. I have Hydraulic Sword, and I have another Baron. So I could. I just have another Baron. Let's see. I have a Steam Thrasher, Smasher Basher, two Sir Hoodies, and that's it for those. And then traps, I barely have any because most of them I don't like. I have Godroll Broadside, Godroll Ceiling Gas Trap, Godroll Campfires, and then Blue Roll Freeze Traps. Freeze Traps can save you a lot, actually. It's just that it's sort of to level them up. Whatever. Like, it's not good for missions, but for SSDs, it is amazing because it stops them. And then maybe a gas trap or a cannonade will have enough time to fire off again. So that's the only reason I have it there. And then I have these two for transforms. Now my backpack. I'm gonna go through my backpack and the storage at the same time. Well, I'll go through backpack first. Got some boombows I craft, Jack's Revenge, yada yada. I have a Nature Noble Launcher I recently traded for. It didn't cost me too much. I just wanted to level it up. Or, I mean, get it, you know. So, let's see. And then I got my Spectral Blade that I craft. I have two Argon Axes, which used to be the rarest thing in the... Like, they actually were the rarest weapon in the game at some point, and then they made it to where you can research it. But if you have a legacy of it, it's very rare still. Got some traps, a ton of Founder's Blazing Massimoons with 3 attack speeds. They're the same thing as a Spectral Blade, which I'm really happy about. I have a 6 feet under, another Spectral Blade, and basically a bunch more weapons that I craft. Let's see. Yeah, most of these I craft these. Got some boost pads for no reason. I forgot I need to put this back in my storage so I can show you guys all of it at once. Got a bunch of Sunbeam. Actually, I had a lot more, but I've been trading. You know, a little bit of Obsidian, a little bit of Shadow, some Mala, and a tiny bit of Silver for my Barons. I have active power cells. I think I have more in my storage. I have very little efficient because I just donated a ton of weapons to a server for a giveaway, a Fortnite Save the World giveaway, and they are a very great server. If you want to join, I will leave a link in the description. You know, I got some defender posts, some player jump pads, yada yada, boring stuff. Rotating gizmos, carved twine, that I have a lot of still. You know, normal stuff. I'm not gonna go through too much of the rest of it. Got oxidized bacon, herbs, you know, other stuff. Ton of nuts and bolts, planks, barely any rough ore. Now I'm gonna go through the storage. I have a ton of wood, some brick, crap ton of metal. I had a ton more, but I traded a ton of it away. I had 805,000 at some point. The entire storage slot plus this slot right here filled with metal. If you guys want to see that, I'll also leave it in the description. I have a nature bazooka just because I wanted it. I have a 1 durability boom bow just because I think it's neat. Legacy dragon sphere. Most of these are things I don't craft in my storage right now. I have a Founder's Blazing Massimoon. That's 130. I don't know why I have it in my storage. I got a Deconstructor, Quick Shot, Long Enforcer. That's Legacy, which I will probably... And then I also have 2 Legacy Mercury LMGs. These are like my... Long Enforcer, favorite shotgun of all time. I used to have it God rolled, but shotguns are not technically good for higher levels because they start doing like less damage. They're better for lower levels like Canny, Plankerton, whatever. When you have them leveled up, they're really good. I have a stack of retractable floor spikes. I have a 2-perk siege breaker. I have a Stormblade / Laser Blade collection, 1 which each element, fire. These are all legacy, by the way. Fire, water, nature, and no element. Which technically you could say it means energy, or technically you could say it means physical. Call it whatever you want. It's still legacy with no element on it, technically. But you could call it just physical, or you could say that's energy. I got a Tree of Light, which I didn't craft this, but now I can. I have a Legacy Ray Gun with no element. I have a Godroll Argonax, which once again, these were really, really rare at some point. I have a Legacy Bazooka, which is even better because it has energy. So I guess technically you could say that this is physical, but it shows an energy element on it. So, you never know. I got a bunch of Godroll campfires that I have. I craft those, you know. I got a Legacy Farmer's Glory. I'm going to show this Gravedigger last because it is probably the rarest thing in the game. Or whatever, like actually. Legacy Reaper Scythe, 8-perk Siegebreaker. It's not rare anymore, unfortunately, because duping has happened a lot. 1 floor spikes. This also pretty much duped. Either that or the crafter crafted a ton of them. Let's see. Legacy Founders Revolt, Legacy Krypton Pistol, Wasp with Nature, which is also Legacy. Legacy Argonax, this 82, but still very, very rare. I have a Water Tiny Instrument of Death, Legacy Water the Bear, you know, one of my Krypton Pistols I craft. Husk Stomper with Fire. This is not the one I craft, so I traded for it because I don't craft it with fire on it. Another Campfire. A 6-perk Vindertech Disintegrator. Well, I think. At some point, I don't know what happened to it, but... Oh, I guess they fixed it. There was a glitch where this thing showed 6 perks, like 6 perk bars. Oh well, that sucks. I have a bunch of Legacy Breachers from when I used to craft them. Now they're 1 perk Breachers that I craft. I have a Water Laser Rifle, which this is like the Zapatron, and it's not supposed to have water. Same thing as Rocket Launcher, it's supposed to well, it doesn't matter, but it's still water in its Legacy. I have a Legacy Husk Cleaver, a Water in Nature, Founder's Revolt, Fire Revolt, which I don't know if this is rare or not. Let's see. I also got the Founder's Revolt, an extra Fire Laser Blade. I have a Space Pistol, yada yada. I have an Energy Nocturno, and then I have this Krypton Sword. This is also pretty very rare and special to me. It has 4 perks of damage plus its legacy, which means someone got so lucky. Like, I guess technically, like, 4 things of damage isn't lucky, but they got so, like they basically somehow got 4 perks. And I also got an Energy Nocturno legacy. A 0 durability, the Baron, more of these things. Boost pads that are power level 21. I have 100 Moonglow, 200 Rainbow, 260 Rainbow, 192 Spectralite, 169 Vendortech mechanical parts, a couple of those traps, 59 Honey, and I recently got 1 more Spectral Twine, so now this is 7 Spectral Twine. Ooh, I need this. I got 40 Spectral Mineral Powder and a bunch of Flower Petals. Now, I'm going to go back up here. This Gravedigger right here, back when there was no perk recombobulator, you couldn't make things god roll. They were all legacy like this Reaper Scythe. Like, whatever you got, that's what it was. Or whatever. So that's it. That's all you'd get. You would get these things, or you would get this, whatever, and it would change every time or so. Now it could also, right now every weapon has an element. Every legendary, every epic. Sometimes blues can. I don't think greens or grays can ever have an element unless you mod them. This was one of the original modded weapons. Right here, this Gravedigger. The very first 2 modded weapons ever. There was the modded weapon where you could change the element. Like, basically, it was just Gravediggers. That's it. That's all. Those were the first modded weapons. Gravediggers. With a different element other than fire. Those were the very first modded weapons. The second type of modded weapons was having less than 5 perks. You know, your 2 perk, or your 4 regular perks, and then an element, whatever, or just 5 regular perks. This has 1 perk on it. No perk bar, which means it's legacy before a perk recombobulator, and it has 1 perk, and it's only energy, which means this is one of the very first legacy weapon or modded weapons ever made and Save the World. So this is, I'm either gonna trade it for like an entire inventory or something, if that sounds crazy, but I've seen videos on certain things like this. Don't know if they're fake or not, but or just keep it for life, whatever. I have no idea what I'm doing with it. Anyways, but let's go on to my heroes. I'm not gonna spend too much time in it. I'm just gonna go through them, remember, quickly, because there's not really any perks to show on them. Yes, and after this, I'm going to go through my collection book. I'm also gonna not do epic heroes, because those suck. Yes. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me go through my survivor squad. I have this matched up, this matched up, this matched up, this matched up, this matched up. This I'm working on matching up stuff. Same as this. I just need 1 more, and I recently got the last survivor I need for this. So literally, I just need about 5 more survivors or so, or whatever, to get every single one of these matched completely. For now, because unfortunately, at some point, oh, never mind, all of these guys match, I think. But at some point, I'm going to have to address the fact that Carolina has adventurous personality, and none of my other squads do. All of them, all of the leader matches are correct. It's just that one I need one of them to have the personality of adventurous. Now, upgrades, obviously max. Research, obviously max. Profile, yada yada, max. I have a ton of EXP boosts. Those are boring. Now, onto my collection book. I'm collection book 251. I don't have every single. I'm not going to go through these heroes, but I'm just going to say the only ones I'm missing are legendary heroes from here. And I'm not going to research them. The only thing I don't have that's really good is Mega Base Kyle, which I'm working on recruiting him. I just need to wait 2 more weeks, and I'll be able to get him. I'm also not going to go through defenders, regular weapons, melee weapon, traps. I'll go through here quickly, whenever, just show you. If you want to see completely, just pause the video. But I have almost every single hero. Now, I leveled up these guys just to their first evolution. Whenever some of these guys are like 82 or so, or 130 or something, because I had at some point leveled them up to that, and then I decided I didn't want them. Now, some of them I actually use, like Field Agent Rio. You obviously saw, if you pause the video or something, that I do have. I don't have every single hero in the collection book or whatever, but I at least have every single hero at legendary or epic, or for this case blue, which I actually don't have any of them at blue, which is weird. I don't know why there's blue heroes of these guys. I just didn't get that, but I do have them. Whatever. Also weapons. Just gonna go a little bit quick through them. Remember, I have every single in the event schematics tab. I have every single weapon at legendary or epic, or whatever. And most of them I have every single one at legendary and epic. Whatever. It's just that this one I took out of the collection book, and same as the Baron, I took it out of the collection book. This one, at some point I did, but I took out the Legacy Dragon Sword. I took out the Legacy Blunderbuss. Dragon Sniper Rifle, I do have both of them plus the Legacy. Same as the Dragon Spear, I took it out. This is one of the only weapons from here I'm missing is an egg launcher, because I've forgotten to buy it twice. So, whoops. Now, the expansion people. These are the only heroes I'm missing from here. These 4 heroes, I just need an epic or legendary. And then these guys, I have all of these at epic or legendary. Same as this. Same as this. And then these. The lightning pistol and the tube spear are the only weapons in the entire game I am missing at legendary or epic. Once I get these researched or from a llama, I will have every single weapon in the game. Here's some more legendary or epic weapons that I had. And I'm really sad that unfortunately, this has an element, but is not legacy. And I'm sort of sad about that. Whenever I was really hoping that this was legacy, because this came around before the ground pounder and these other things were. I don't think they were in here. It was just these 4, the Spectre, and there might have been the Wraith, Obliterator, and Quad Launcher. Although these weren't in the collection book until like a while ago. But ground pounder was not considered a military weapon. It was in Road Trip or something like that, or it was in the Horde mode. That's when you found these, I'm pretty sure. Neon weapons, I also have everything at legendary or epic. This is the original Noble Launcher, by the way. There's no way I can prove it, but this is the original one that I had. Never like the first. I also have this. This I accidentally made obsidian a while back. That's why it's not in the crystal thing. But this is also one more I'm missing because apparently you can. I don't know why, but I've never gotten it and I've never seen anyone get it. So I think you can only get it by researching it. Either that or I'm looking in the wrong areas or I'm very unlucky. I have every single, same thing as Hydra. I had this, but you can't get it from llamas. And here it actually says it, that you can't get it from llamas. So, but you can research it if you want it. I had it at some point, but I recycled it because it was trash. Oh, you know what? Yes. Oh yeah, I also had this, but I also recycled it because it was a trash cannon. And that's it for my collection book. These are some stupid transforms I still have left. These are infinite ones. These are ones that I have. Most of them I won't use. I mainly only use it for certain things. These are my resources. I had more legendary, but I used it. Surprisingly, I have a lot of epic perk up, which usually it's easier for me to have more legendary than epic because I always go for the legendary missions than the epic ones. EXP boost, EXP, people, yada yada. Mostly boring stuff. I have a ton of lightning in a bottle for no reason. I don't know why I have so much. Yes, and then my locker is just BR locker, so it doesn't really matter what I have in there.
How safe are these X-rays?
Yes, and then I've bought a couple of things from here. Whatever, sort of boring. Yes, and I also have not upgraded my thing. I probably won't, just because it's not worth it to me. It's just not worth it to me, really, to do these things. Like, it'd be cool to get the in-game banners, or whatever. Also, like, EXP boosts, the rare starter heroes. But I think that makes... I'm pretty sure those are permanent or something. But no, I don't think I'm going to do that. Now, I am a founder, technically, because I bought Save the World. But apparently, I'm an idiot. I was an idiot when I'm starting. And so is pretty much anyone when they start, unless they're making an account or so, like a new account. But I had the Founder's Bearcat, I'm pretty sure, as a schematic. I'm pretty sure you get that just for buying Save the World as like one of your first weapons. And I recycled the schematic. I think I had it. I don't think there's a difference between the Bearcat and uh, the Founder's Bearcat, whatever. But I'm just gonna say I had it, or at least I had it, or whatever, something like that. Anyways, that is my entire Save the World account pretty much. I'm also in Twine. I'm power level 124, almost 125, almost max power level, very close. Commander level 1 or 310, technically a ton higher than that since you still get rewards after. These are my stats. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys want me to do something like this at, like, I don't know, say, like, day, like, every 100 days or so that I have logged in, something like that, or, another meme video, like, when I put 805k metal in my storage at once, tell me, and I will make sure to read your comment.